Hi everyone, welcome to Core 24 Fitness Channel. I'm Matthew Zepp. I'm going to show you a workout today that can count as a strength workout or a functional workout. It's kind of a hybrid. We're going to do a strength exercise supersetted with some kind of functional movement. We're going to start with 8 exercises in our warm-up. The first exercise we're going to do is a variation off the hip bridge. So you're going to lay down on your back. You're going to bridge your hips up. As I bridge up, I'm shifting my weight to my right shoulder. And I'm reaching over my right shoulder. Hips come down. Hips come up. I shift my weight to my left shoulder, and I reach over the left shoulder. And then I come back down. Alternating sides. I can start to extend the reach out a little further. And we're going to finish with 5 each side. That's the hip bridge with a reach. Right after that, I'm going to put my feet in squat position, slightly wider than hip width, toes turned out, fingertips behind the head, shoulder blades back. Don't push your head forward. Stick your butt out, push your knees out, and then bend your knees to lower your hips into a prisoner squat. We're going to do 10 prisoner squats. Make sure your knees are lined up with your toes, pointing that same direction. And you should have about a 70-30 shift. 70% of your weight on your heels, 30 on your toes. It's so often that we hear keep your weight on your heels that we sometimes want to squat with our toes off the ground. You don't want to do that. You want to keep your toes firmly planted in the ground. I think that's 9, and one more is 10. Now after that, we're going to go to a standing shoulder T retraction. Thumbs are at about shoulder height. Shrug your shoulders down and just pull back your arms so you feel your shoulder blades squeezing back. And I recover forward a little bit. It's kind of a pulsing movement. I'm trying to wake up those muscles in my thoracic back area to get them warmed up for a lot of posture-related positions. I'm still counting it out. I'm going for 25. Should be 10 more. 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. And relax. Exercise number 4, we're going to set up in our crawl position. So it's a tabletop, wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, toes bent. Back is in a neutral position, not rounded, not super arched. I'm now going to put pressure on my arms to elevate my knees a little bit off the ground. Eyes looking down, and I'm going to rotate my knees in and out, in and out. Keep your knees a little bit off the ground the whole time. Core is tight, 8, 9, and 10. Next exercise, you're going to lay down on your back. Cradle your knees into your chest. Back can maintain a little rounded position, and we're just going to do a tiny little forward and backwards rock. Each one of these exercises, kind of the easy version of the exercise we're using in the workout, or some similar movement pattern that's going to be involved in the workout. As I'm counting it up, we're going to do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. After the rockers, we're going to stand back up. I'm going to do a partial reverse lunge step. So I'm going to step back. As my toe lands, my arms are going to start to move up. As I dip my knee, I'm going to raise my arms all the way up to get a torso stretch. Anterior, which means in the front, then I recover, and I alternate. You should feel a good stretch in the thigh of the back leg. And we're going to do 5 each. Lifting your ribs up as the arms go overhead. Make sure you're aware that the front knee remains stacked over the heel. And the back heel stays off the ground. You have to be very comfortable with your back toe bending because you don't want your heel to drop to the ground. You need that back toe to bend. After the reverse lunge with a reach, one of my favorite stretches, I'm going to go back down to the mat, kind of in a fetal position. Both arms straight out in front of me. Knees are stacked and bent. Do not move your hips. Do not move your knees. Turn your head. Raise the arm up. And attempt to get your body as close to, your upper back as close to flattening out as possible without moving your legs. Up and over, up and over. Just stretching out your chest. I'm going to do one more. And then turn it around. Head turns, arm lifts. You're definitely going to feel one side of the body a little tighter than the other. It's a common practice. If you have a tighter side, really simply, just do more on that side. Obviously on this side I'm a lot tighter. I should spend an extra 20 to 30 reps opening this side up. I'll do that later. And then finally, slightly more complicated, our last exercise. We're back in our tabletop position, hands and knees. I'm going to take my right foot, I'm going to cross over the back of my left knee. I'm going to take my right hand and post it out. I'm going to look at my right knee and tuck it slightly underneath me. And then everything goes to the right. I'm pushing my hip towards the back right corner of the room. I should feel a little glute stretch. And then I come out of it. I rock that stretch to the back right corner of the room and come out. You can also add a little reach with your left hand, getting a little longer stretch. It's stretching out the piriformis and some of the glute muscles in my right hip. That's 5 pulses. Then I recover, hands and knees. Left ankle crosses over the back of the right knee. My left hand goes out. My left knee tucks under, and I push to the back left corner of the room until I feel a stretch. I can reach my opposite arm, and then recover out of it. We're going to pulse into that stretch 5 times. And 5. Those are your 8 warm-up exercises. You should probably repeat that round 2 more times before you start the next 8 exercises, which are going to be done in a circuit fashion. Again, it's a strength movement followed by a functional movement. I'm going to demonstrate and be real thorough on the exercises, but every single exercise is to be done 10 times. I'm not going to do all 10 right now. After you see the exercises, you can then go back and repeat the exercises for 3 sets, 3 full circuits, 10 reps on everything. First exercise. Dumbbells racked on the shoulders, elbows up. I'm setting up a squat. Butt goes back, drop down into the squat, recover up, and press over your ears. Hips back, bend your knees, recover up, and press. When you press, do not let the dumbbells go forward. It's an overhead press, which means it's vertical. I press vertical from the floor. Second exercise, loosely based off our bridge in the beginning, I'm going to go into a crab walk position. And I'm going to bridge my hips up and bridge my hips down. This is the modified version first. We're doing a hip bridge in a crab position. As my hips come up, I can look back. As they come up higher, I can look back. If I want to add a slightly more difficult pull to it, I can bridge up, balance on one arm, and reach back. Bridge up, balance on one arm, and reach back. So you get the option to do the bridges by themselves, or switch to that one arm bridge position. Exercise number 3, our second strength movement. I'm going to get into a push-up position, wide feet. Dumbbells are under my hands. My hips do not move. So I'm going to drive into my left arm to row my right. Drive into my right arm to row my left. Drive into the left, row right. Drive into the right, row left. Your hips should not move back and forth. That's the renegade row. After the row, our second functional movement, we're going to bridge up to that crawl position. I'm going to rotate my hips, I'm balancing on this arm and kick my leg out. Then I recover, rotate my hips, kick the leg out. It's an old wrestler's sit out. We're using it just as a functional movement. Elevate your knees, rotate your hips, balance on this arm, and kick out. And kick out. Those are your sit-outs. Then we're going to take one of our dumbbells. I'm going to stack it in my right shoulder. We're doing another pressing movement, but it's out of a lunge now. So I'm going to forward lunge left leg. When I'm there, I pause for a press, then recover. Forward lunge left leg, pause for a press, and recover. This one's not as much leg driven like the squat thruster, so it's more of just an isolated overhead press in a lunge. You do 5 on one side and 5 on the other. Then we're going to drop back down, feet in a butterfly position. You can use a dumbbell overhead or we're not. And we're gonna come up till we tap our toes. Full butterfly sit-ups. You can swing your arms for momentum, and we'll be doing 10 of those. Second to last exercise. I'm gonna take out one dumbbell. My knees can stay bent, palms face each other. My other hand is gonna stay straight up. And I'm gonna come out like a dumbbell fly. As soon as my elbow touches the ground, I recover. Elbow touches the ground, recover. Elbow touches, recover. I would do 10 on one side and 10 on the other. Make sure when that arm comes out, your elbow has to point that way in my left hand. You do not want your elbow to point that way. Comes up, meets the hand. Elbow out, come up, meet the hand. Elbow out, come up, meet the hand. And then last exercise is our piriformis switch, which starts in a, let's forget how it goes. One knee forward, one knee back position. This leg is externally rotated, this one's internally. I'm going to lean into the stretch, recover, pivot on my glutes, and rotate to the other side. Pivot and rotate, pivot and rotate. And if you can do this without putting your hands on the ground, even better. And you would do 10 each side. That's 10 reps of each of those exercises. Go through the circuit at least 3 times, if not 4 times. The whole workout should take about